I was standing outside waiting for you. You were always taking time, baby, playing it through. I was calling out your name with my eyes on the wall. You were running like a ghost from me.
Hello and good morning. My name is Sandra. I'm a first-year occupational therapy student. Most of what I normally document is my weekend adventures, trail running and hiking in different cool spots in Colorado. But I wanted to share what the rest of my life looks like because that is unfortunately only a very small part of it. So I figured I'd bring you along on a normal Monday. So I'm out for a little walk right now to move my body before a long day of sitting. I have about 5 hours of lecture today, so it will be long. Welcome to my home for the next few hours. I made myself a little granola and yogurt breakfast, and now I get to watch my lectures. And I am in a hybrid program, so my lectures are online and my lab only happens once a week on Thursday. So Monday is a long day of lectures. I have about 5 to 6 hours of class, which means that I'll be at my desk for about 5 to 6 hours. I don't need to take notes in any of my classes. It's not an effective study method for me, so I don't tend to do it. I do use Anki flashcards for neuroanatomy. These are really popular for med students, but I found that they're super helpful. I read before class, so typically I've seen the information once already before even watching lecture, and then while I'm watching lecture I'm thinking of why the information is relevant and also how I might be tested on that information, and then I'm kind of engaging with the information while I'm actively learning it, and I find that that's kind of enough to understand the info. So I'm gonna be here for the next 5 hours and I'll catch you on my breaks.
You got me waiting, my desire.
Okay, it is 9:59. I'm done with my first class, which is awesome. We're looking good on time. Yeah, we learned about diabetes, which was interesting. I've already learned a lot about diabetes, so it's mostly just review information. There were a few more in-depth facts than what I knew before, but a lot of review for me, so that was nice. It wasn't too complex of a class, but now I'm feeling kind of distracted since that was easy. Distracted and tired. So I'm gonna get some coffee before I start neuroanatomy. You can call me a sinner and hate me. I don't actually like coffee, I just like caffeine. So I make it sweet, like ungodly sweet. This is where my sugar intake for the day is. So for any real coffee lovers out there, don't mind me. Nice and sugary. It is my dreaded time to start my neuro lecture. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't take notes. I do use Anki, and because there's not a whole lot of pre-made decks for OT students, I make my own decks, and I do those while I'm watching class. So sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to get through this lecture because I'll pause to make the cards. I make the cards during class and then I study the cards every single day. If you don't know what Anki is, it's essentially a flashcard software that does spaced repetition. It presents a certain number of cards for you to do each day to maximize your learning. Spaced repetition is the best way to learn anything. I also use a study guide, which I also fill out during class. I learned my lesson on the last 2 exams and filled it out right before the exam, and it was just very stressful, so I've been trying to keep up with it and fill it out during class. So I do that on my iPad. I know, I'm so high tech. So I'm gonna watch this lecture. Okay, that's a wrap on class number 2 of the day. We finished up learning about the cranial nerves, and then we started to work on vision. Yeah, that was a little dense. Not the most fascinating stuff, but very like applicable, so at least that. It is 11:25. I think we're gonna go chef up some lunch. So we're gonna do some spaghetti, broccoli, chicken sausage. Seems like a good plan to me. I doubt it's gonna taste delicious, but it'll keep me full. Does anyone actually measure the amount of water that they use? I just fill the pot up. I still don't know how to measure pasta. This feels like a good amount. I always do way too much. Let's do a little bit more though. I don't know. Like this much pasta? Is that a lot? Someone help me. Also, I'm gonna break it. So if you're Italian, just don't worry about me. And while that's all cooking, I think I'm gonna take a second and just kind of tidy this place up a little bit.
Keep on moving to the purpose now, to the ending of the ocean.
Okay, lunch is in my belly, and now it's time for my last class of the day. This one's a little more chill, so I normally move away from my desk and into this chair, just for a little change of scenery. Okay, and now I'm done with lectures for the day. It's about 2:30. And now I have one assignment that I need to do. It's a group assignment, and we're meeting tomorrow to talk about it, so I'm gonna do my part right now. And then I have some fun plans for the evening. My day is just an endless cycle of sitting in front of my computer and then refilling my water. So this is purgatory. For the rest of the afternoon, I got ahead on some reading. I was feeling tight, so I did a few stretches, and then I also finished my Anki for the day. I like to try to get out in the evening with friends if I can. So I have to go from a Slav who's been studying for 8 hours, gosh, to an actual human being. I'm dressed like a human. Put some deodorant on. I don't do makeup, so we're just gonna cover up some of the stress acne. I had midterms last week. A familiar face on the vlogs. This time we're in the city. I don't have anything posted in a city yet, but I spend most of my time living in the city. So we're headed downtown. Can you guess where we're going? It's two of our classics. We're in Rhino. What does that mean? Gonna get demonetized for this. Just kidding, I'm not monetized.
Why do you like Park Burger?
Because it slaps.
Is that the one restaurant you'd recommend to somebody?
Yes, if you're coming to Denver, it's in my last video too. Park Burger, specifically the one in Rhino, is this place to be. Plus Rhino is just like good vibes. Like lots of art, lots of eclecticness. So it's a really fun neighborhood to be in. Mission number 1 accomplished. Now we're headed to stop number 2. Yep. Probably my favorite place in Denver is REI flagship store. That's lame. No, it's not. But I do enjoy it here. I actually need things today, which is such an exciting thing. Woo, 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 woo. And last task of the evening is we're playing Bike Doctor. After fixing a flat tire and a loosey-goosey brake on my bike, I am done with my day. So I'll probably just read a book, hang out, and chill before I do it all again tomorrow. So thank you so much for tagging along.
Turn it around.